Hello, and welcome to the lesson number 3 of the Make Stories 101 dashboard course. In this lesson, we are going to take a look at the general settings. So, the general settings will be present in the left menu, and when you click over it, you will see that there are various options like general SEO settings, then branding, typography, analytics, social media, and advertising setup. So, we will see each of them in detail. But before I proceed further, I will like to let you guys know that the left menu may change on time to time basis. While I'm recording this lesson, there might be some feature which is under development, and once it is launched, it may be added to the left menu. So if you see the left menu of the dashboard different than what you are seeing in this lesson, please don't panic. If you cannot find anything or if you are confused, just reach out to us by clicking on the small bubble in the editor, and someone from us will definitely help you out. So let's begin with the general SEO settings. So if you can see, the general settings is over here, and these general settings are different for every different workspace. So if you are a publisher having multiple brands and you want to have different general settings for different brands, you can create multiple workspaces, and then inside a workspace you can change the settings. Remember, Workspace is a paid premium feature, and it is charged depending on the number of members that you will have. I have explained about the workspaces in details in my last lesson. So if you are jumping up directly on this lesson, you can go back and you can check it out. So now I will click on general settings for the make stories workspace, and you can see that the details over here are completely different than what I saw over there. Also, if you are a individual creator and you have your own personal workspace, then also you can set up the general settings. So now what I will do is this these general settings are already set. So now I will go to the Make Stories University, which is the new workspace that we have created. I will just delete all of these stories for now, so we have a blank canvas. I'll just keep one story with me for now. Okay, so now I will go into the general settings and we will see each section in detail. Okay, yeah, so now here you can see something called as general SEO settings. So what is this? So to do that, let's do this. Let's create a new story, and now I will just skip this for now and I will click on publish as a web story. I will go into meta tags and SEO and I will select article. So over here you can see there are three options, that is author type, author name, and publisher name. So I will go here. So you can see author type, which is person or organization. So if you are writing a web story, you are creating a web story through your organization. Let's say I want to keep it make stories. I can keep make stories, and then suppose if there is a publisher name, that will also be make stories. Now let's say if I want to have a person as the author, you can change the author type to person and you can save the details. Now I will just refresh this, because this is an issue that you will face sometimes and you will think that you have already saved the general SEO settings, but they don't reflect here. So I will click here and now you will expect these three fields to be filled up, but they are not. So let me clear one thing, that is, these general SEO settings will apply to stories that are created after saving your general SEO settings. All the stories created before setting up this entire SEO stuff, they won't have these details as of now while I'm recording this lesson. We are trying hard to make it possible where we will give you an option to update the SEO settings and branding and all the things on your past stories, but for now any story that is created after setting up these general settings will only have these settings reflected. So now what I will do is I will create a new story again, Let's skip this. I will publish as a web story. Go to number 2. I will select the article. And over here now you can see that the author type is person. The author name is Pratigila, which we just set, and the publisher name is Make Stories. And remember, just writing it down won't help. You also have to click the Save Details button. The story language is something where you would want the story, like you if you want the story in your own language like Italian, Germany, Hindi, Russian, you can select one of these languages. And if it is not available, then at this point of time, just assume that the AMP team has not yet opened the support for your language. So I will keep this as English for now, but if you want, you can change the language. Again, you can also change it while you create your story and you make it ready for publishing. More details about this 4 step publish will be covered in our lesson, which is regarding only the publishing. So now the next sad thing that we have over here is the branding. So the brand name really does not hold much of a significance. So I will just write Make Stories for now. Now here there are two options. One is called brand logo and the second one is called brand favicon. So let's try to understand what this is. So if you check out the AmpDev website, over there you have an option which says publisher logo SRC guidelines. So here it says that these guidelines apply to the publisher logo image, and these will appear when your story is showcased on Google search or on the visual story carousel. So over there you it is preferred to have a square logo. So if you have a logo which is like horizontal or a rectangle logo, make sure that you ask your branding guideline guys to give you the square version of your logo. Like similarly, we like if you check the makestorage.io logo, so our logo is pretty much a rectangle. So what we have did is we just have the symbol of our logo, which we are using as a brand logo. So now I will select this. I will upload the brand logo. Similarly, you can have the favicon same as your brand logo. Industry is just for our reference. You can decide to opt out if you want. And now these brand logo and favicon will be applied to the next stories, like all the stories which you create in the future. They'll automatically be having the brand logo and favicon. So what we will do now is we will save these details, and now I'll create another story. And over there I will click on publish as a web story. So you can see that the brand logo and favicon are now automatically pulled, and the publisher name which you set up over here is also pulled up in the publisher detail settings. Okay, so now the next option that we have is called the typography. If you see big publishers, or like most of the people do have the typography setup. So like they have a guideline where you can have your heading in certain format, yeah, with certain color. Then your heading 2 might be different font, and your paragraph text might be a different font. So you can set this up over here, so you don't have to like keep on having the typography formatting done every time you add a new text or something like that. So let's say if I'm running an agency and I need my heading text to be in Montserrat, uh, let's say semi bold with a size of 25 is good, and then purple, and then my heading 2 is Oswald. I'm not good at fonts and all these things, so please don't mind if you find this a bit odd or different. Mm, and then I'll have, let's have this 17 pixels with a red color, and I'll save this. Now I'll just go back to my stories. I'll open one of the story. I'll view this. And now how you can add this is You will go into the text column in the left hand side, and over here you can see that the typography that we set up in our typography section, they are reflecting. So now when I click on heading 1, it automatically has all the formatting that I set up over there in the general settings. So this is about the typography. Now let's come to analytics. So analytics is pretty straightforward. uh, AMP stories support Google Analytics, but the Google Analytics version 3 is supported. If you will use version 4 for a Google Analytics, remember it won't work in web stories. So you need to explicitly select Google Analytics version 3 and then put in the tracking ID. So this tracking ID will be very simple, as it will be UA dash something. Let's say I'm just randomly adding some numbers, and then I will save the details, and then I will create a new story. And now when I click on publish as a web story and go into the step 4 of analytics, you can see that the analytics ID that I did key in over there is now present in my setup analytics tab. Similarly, you can set up Facebook pixel tracking. So let's say you are sending some users on your web story and you want to retarget them on Facebook. You can take the pixel tracking ID from Facebook and you can input it over here. Now, apart from Google Analytics, if you are using any other analytics like ComScore or Adobe Analytics, and if that particular analytics provider is compatible with AMP, then you can definitely use that particular analytics over there in the web story. To do that, what you will have to do is you will have to pull in the analytics code and then put it up over here, and then you can just save it. We do not have any custom analytics right now, but if you do have, and if you have any questions on how to integrate them, just get in touch with us and we will help you out. Now the next thing that we have is called as social media. So here you can see that there are two options called Facebook app ID and Twitter app ID. Now why do you need them? Now let me show you something. Let us preview this particular story. Over here you can see that we have a share button. Okay, so using this share button you can share your web stories with the audience. To enable these settings, we have to go inside settings, share providers. Let's say I want Twitter, Facebook, WhatsApp, message, and LinkedIn to be activated. I will again refresh this. So now you can see that I have Twitter, I have Facebook, WhatsApp, and email. But if you want to enable Twitter and Facebook sharing, then you need to have the Twitter app ID and the Facebook app ID. Now you can get this from the Facebook developers account and the Twitter developer account. Okay, you just add in here, and your Twitter and your Facebook sharing will definitely work. Now, what is the Twitter creator? So, Twitter creator is basically one of the fields from the publishing workflow that you will need in the meta tags and SEO. If you select an article, you can see that the author Twitter handle. This is something that is being pulled from your social media settings. So that's it about the social media. The final thing that we have over here is the advertising setup. Now it is an amazing thing that you can actually start having or running ads on your web stories. To do that, you will need either an AdSense account or a double click account, or if you have any other vendor who is supporting web stories ads, you can reach out to them and they will help you with the custom code. Now, if you want to set up Google AdSense or Google Ad Manager, or you have already set up and you have the details, all you will have to do is you will have to select Google AdSense over here. Now when you will select Google AdSense, it will ask you for the publisher ID. You can, and when you, if you don't know how to get that, you will just have to click on this link, and it will take you to the documentation officially from Google, where you will be guided on how you can get the AdSense account, or how you can log into your AdSense account, and how you can generate an ad code. And from there, you will need two things, which is the publisher ID and the slot ID. So, a detailed documentation can be found by clicking on this link over here. The second option is the Google Ad Manager, which is also called double click sometimes. For that, you will need just the slot ID. On top of that, if you have a custom ad server, or you know someone who is providing you web stories ads, then you can click custom. You can get the ad code snippet from them, paste it here, and then just save the details. So that's all about the general settings. Now we will quickly take a look at the profile. So profile is nothing, it's simple. You can change your profile picture. Let's say I want to change this to make stories, I can do that. Then the second option is it's updated, it's not updated over here. The second thing, you can change your name, you can change your email address, you can change the editor language. This is a great feature of Make Stories. You can actually have your Make Stories editor in 8 different languages, which is English, Spanish, German, French, Italian, Portuguese, Russian, and we are also adding support for Japanese, Dutch very soon. Then over here you can change your password. So this is all pretty self-explanatory. You can save these changes and you can refresh this. So now you can see that the new profile picture has been updated over here. So that's it. That's all about the general settings and the profile in the Make Stories dashboard. Thank you.